At events like Comic-Con and D23, Disney came out and announced a slew of upcoming Marvel projects, like Daredevil Born Again, Avengers Doomsday, and that Blade movie that's never coming out. I'm still gonna rank it though. So today, I'm going to throw all these new films and shows into a tier list where I evaluate each one based on excitement. So, without further ado, let's begin. So the film that's coming out the soonest in this December is Kraven, and I'm going to have to go C tier. One of the only big positive things I see right now is the action looks pretty stellar. All you need for that is really a good director. I mean, action is cool, but with other films like John Wick, where action has just gotten so high that we expect it, especially from a superhero movie, that's not enough to save a film. The story doesn't look, it just looks meh. And knowing the history of Sony films, I don't know if we can really trust Kraven to pull it off. They need to just stop what they're doing, Sony. They always work best whenever Spider-Man's actually in their film. So they need to start working on those a bit more rather than a Kraven movie. Even though I think it's a really cool idea, it's just Sony doesn't always go about it the best way. Alright, next up, Captain America Brave New World. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one into B tier. The trailer looked absolutely insane. However, because of all the stuff we've heard about behind the scenes, all the reshoots, the assumed budget, it's like, how do we know if it's a good film? From the trailer, it looks like an amazing film. From what we've heard, though, it's a horrible film. So it's like, where is the line? What do I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, and it's not like Harrison Ford can save this movie, unfortunately. Even though I can't wait to see him in Red Hulk. I personally hope that this will be a good movie. But based on what we heard, it's hard to believe that. Except either the trailer was just really good and the movie's going to be bad, or the trailer showed what the movie will be like. Who knows though. B tier for now. I wish I could put it higher, but with what we've heard, have to go B tier. Alright, next up, Thunderbolts. Or should I say Thunderbolts with an asterisk. I don't know why they want to make it look like the Walmart logo. Come on, Kevin Feige. You're better than this. Okay. But anyways, I'm exaggerating. B tier. I like a lot of the characters they're having. John Walker, the Red Guardian, Elena. Some of the characters I'm like a little mad about. Ghost, Taskmaster is like whatever. But I mean, the trailer was alright. Very long teaser. But still, I was just like, okay. I just don't know. I feel it's lacking, it's another team-up movie, and we've had a lot of those so far in this universe, which they usually turn out really great, so who knows, we'll see. But it just feels kind of confusing. Hopefully it will be good. The trailer looks like it has a lot of promise. We've had all these characters been built up for so long. It feels like this is the project. It's here. Should have had Zemo. He may still be in it. He wasn't in the teaser. I don't know. But still, we'll have to wait and see. Alright, now we got Fantastic Four, First Step. This is like one of the higher ones on this list. I'm gonna go A tier. I like the cast. I know a lot of people complain about it. I think John Krasinski should have played Mr. Fantastic. But like, other than that, I don't really have too many complaints. I like the themes and the idea of just having the Fantastic Four, it taking place in the 60s. Not a big fan of the suits, but that doesn't really matter that much. I just like how we're getting another classic Marvel team. Because Marvel didn't have the rights to these characters, or MCU didn't have the right to these characters for so long, we got projects like Guardians of the Galaxy, which was awesome. But like, if you grew up watching Marvel like I did, you probably already knew characters like Mr. Fantastic, the X-Men. And so just seeing the Fantastic Four finally come in after all this time, phenomenal. Very excited. My only thing holding it back a little is I don't know a whole lot about the people making it. I mentioned that in a couple of videos ago. But still, that's no reason to hold a project back. Who knows, they could be awesome. Next up, Daredevil Born Again. I'm going to go with S tier for this one. It has an amazing cast, of course. Very similar to the Netflix show with what they're doing with the cast. Very glad to see Matt Murdock back on the big screen again with Kingpin. I can't remember the antagonist's name, but he seems really cool. I just think it's an awesome story and an awesome concept. I think that's something the MCU needs right now. I know we all kind of like chastise them for all their shows and stuff, confusing the audiences, but this is one of those things where it's like, yeah, this deserved a show, or even just at least a film, but a show's better. Alright, but now before I move on to some of the later films, I'm going to tackle all the upcoming Spider-Man stuff, because we do have a bit, and this isn't even counting Kraven. Okay, so first up, Spiderman Noir. This surprised me when I was making the tier list, but I gotta throw this in the S. From what I know about it, Nicolas Cage is awesome as Spiderman Noir. I love just the idea of this taking place in the 30s or 40s, and it's like detective style, you know, from the set photos we've seen. This looks like it's going to be a banger Spider-Man film. This is going to be its own thing, you know, over there in the corner, but it's going to be something hopefully we can look back on and enjoy. Sony's always at their best when they're working with Spider-Man, not his villains, so very interested to see how this comes about. Alright, next, we got Spider-Man Beyond the Spiderverse. This is another S tier for me, y'all. I mean, the first two were absolutely amazing. The first one is one of, if not my favorite comic book movie film of all time. And so, with that like that, it has potential. I like how they set it up in the second film. I remember it seeing the to be continued being like, no! But that's completely fine. I can't wait. I'm hyped for it. They are so well animated, so well storyboarded. Can't wait. Feed me. Alright, now the final Spider-Man thing on this list is Spider-Man King in Black. Personally, not my ideal title. I kind of wanted to keep the theme of, you know, home still in the title, but it could change. These are my top 3 right now, but I'm going to throw it into B tier. This film has so much potential after the ending in No Way Home, and I think it still does. However, it's something that holds it back for me a lot. It's rumored they're going to go the multiverse route again, which is like, come on, you guys had the perfect opportunity. You set it up perfectly at the end of No Way Home. A Spider-Man around Christmas time, you know, street level stuff. Why did you fumble the bag? He does not need to be multiverse just to grab another buck. We did that in No Way Home. It was great. Keep it there. Keep him grabbed. I'm actually frustrated so much that they're doing this. It could have been great. It could have been the perfect Spider-Man adaptation, and they messed it up. Also, they fired James Wan, which I don't really know how I feel about. I mean, I like them. I mean, I think the best Spider-Man director, in my opinion, was Sam Raimi. And I'm not just saying that because I like him, but like, still, I thought his movie has certain style that I just loved. Alright, now that I got that out of the way, we can move on to the projects coming out in a while. So we got first up, Avengers Doomsday. I'm gonna go with A tier for this one. The Russo brothers and RDJ are back at it, and I just cannot wait. They're all great at their job. RDJ, just off the flames of Oppenheimer, winning his Oscar. I mean, so good to have him back. Russo brothers, very talented. They gave us some of the best Marvel films ever. And we are getting Doctor Doom, who is like Marvel's best villain. And we get to see all the characters from Phases 4 and 5, I guess, interact with each other. Because right now, everything seems split up. You know, everyone's not near each other. I just think this film could be really cool. Doomsday is an epic title, you know. Having Doctor Doom, story seems pretty awesome. And the direct sequel to it is Avengers Secret Wars, which is also going to go in A tier. This is rumored to be one of the biggest films of all time, even bigger than Endgame, which, I mean, hopefully the other movie does well so they can make this come through. I can't wait to see all these multiverse characters. You know they're going to try to shove in as many cameos as possible. And you know what? I'm all for it. It's a big finale for Marvel. I mean, not the finale. Obviously, they'll have stuff after this. But still, I just think it's cool that we get to see all the... Even if it's not good, I just would like to see all the characters come in. Alright, now we got the X-Men, MCU's X-Men, which got Team Rider. I'm gonna go B tier. I love the X-Men. Very cool character. And it's great to have classic Marvel. And this is how you do a new saga after a big movie. You don't do whatever we were doing with like WandaVision and like Eternal. No, you bring in the X-Men. Yes, genius. My only thing against it is that Wolverine is rumored to not be in it. And I'm like, come on, bro. Hugh Jackman was good, but we can still recast him. Get Henry Cavill on this thing right now. And also, you know, the other X-Men franchise, their whole thing was just X-Men. And so that gave it so much, you know, room and stuff. Whereas this, they won't have that much room, you know. And it's going to be very hard for them to compete with this old X-Men movie. Because those are some of my personal favorite comic book films. I'm still excited to see how they do. I am a little bit skeptical. B tier. And finally, we have Blade. If it ever comes out. I'm actually going to go with A tier. I think it can recover from the disaster it's currently in. The Flash, you know, it went through all that pain and torture when they were making it. And the only things that really held it back were the CGI, Ezra Miller. But if you take away all that and stuff, there was a good film somewhere there. And so I believe Blade has the same potential. Blade's a really cool character, so he'll have people who genuinely want to make that film. The actor wants to make Blade his character. So I think it has potential. A tier. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I missed any projects, tell me in the comments down below. And hey, if you'd like to see more of my stuff, click on the link on screen. Goodbye.